What's up YouTube? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dimitri. This is SUPERDIM. Where last night we had a huge windstorm. As you can see here, trees are down, uprooted actually. Over on this side we got more fallen trees. It was crazy. I'll put some footage right in here for you. Check out this wind. That is crazy. We got power outages all over the place. The power's out at my house actually right now. The wind is crazy. Some of the intersections, the lights are out. And some people don't even know how to treat them. But, you know, it's supposed to be like a stop sign, always stop. People are just driving through. I mean, these are accidents waiting to happen. Holy crap. Shingles are coming off the roof. They're all over the road. I'm gonna get out of here. So in Canada, we have the beer store where you can buy beer. And look at the line outside the store because the power is out and, well, it's closed. So I'm not entirely sure what they're waiting for. Since they probably won't reopen until tomorrow morning. It's a better view. That's nuts. I saw shingles flying off the roofs.
Yeah. Yeah, one over there too.
Yeah. I saw that one, yeah. Look, there's windows out over there.
Yeah, I was here when that was going on, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I was driving by a church, and at first I thought I was like, why is there floor mats on the road? I saw there's shingles flying off the roof of the church onto the road. I had to time my drive so that I didn't hit the car.
Shingles aren't going to hurt you, but other stuff.
I got a soft top. That shingle was going to take my entire roof off. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a crazy day, but today is beautiful. It's like 25 out, sunny. It's a great day for a drive. I'm gonna put the top down on Greta, and we'll see what happens. What is a Wankel engine? Came in a 2-passenger and a 2+2 hatchback. Came in 3 generations, but only lasted 3 years in the US market. Well, if you guessed the Mazda RX7, don't feel too special. Name is in the title. The Mazda RX7 came out in the late 70s. 1978 to be exact, in Japan. But we can't talk about the RX7 or Mazda in general without talking about Felix Wankel. He was the inventor of the Wankel Rotary Engine. What is a rotary engine, you may ask yourself? It's an internal combustion engine that uses a triangle which rotates inside of a sealed oval with the help of the pressure built up from explosions of gas and oil. Unlike a piston engine, a rotary engine doesn't require a piston, of course, nor connecting rods, nor camshafts. There are several things Mazda took advantage of by using the Wankel Rotary Engine. First of which is that it is very simple. Some rotary engines have as little as 3 moving parts, as opposed to the 40+ moving parts of its piston counterpart. Secondly, it revs high. I mean, really high. Oh shit! Rotary engines do not have reciprocating mass, and hence run extremely smoothly. And lastly, the Wankel Rotary Engine is light and compact, which is perfect if you're trying to build a car that's power output is high, yet curb weight is low. The power delivery is very smooth and lasts for longer of the rotation of the crankshaft than does a piston cylindrical engine. There are some downsides to this engine, however, one being fuel efficiency and fuel economy. The way that the Wankel engine is designed, it actually has low compression ratios, which hinders its fuel economy. On top of that, unburned fuel finds its way to the exhaust, which would make it extremely difficult to pass emissions in Canada and the United States and many other countries, I'm sure. And lastly, since temperatures change a lot throughout the combustion cycle around the rotor, the apex seals expand and contract, making it extremely difficult to have a really good seal. Mazda solved this problem by burning some oil along with the gasoline to extend the longevity of the apex seals. This would lead to the inconvenience of having to top up your oil between oil changes. Now let's get back to the RX-7. The Japanese market got the RX-7 over 3 generations, lasting 24 years. Unfortunately, the United States only got 3 years of the RX-7. The car was sold in America between 1993 and 1996, which makes it pretty rare on this side of the Pacific. If its rarity wasn't enough, there are tons of other reasons to love the RX-7. One of which is the fact that it can rev up to 8,000 RPM. It made 261 horsepower starting at 1,800 RPM and refused to quit until 8,000 RPM. The RX-7 also proved that you can twin turbo a 13B-REW engine without exploding it. And the cherry on top of this RX-7 cake? The fact that Mazda was the first and only Japanese manufacturer to win the 24 hours at Le Mans using the RX-7. The RX-7 beat out Porsches, Fords, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. It won the 24 hours at Le Mans in 1991 thanks to the Wankel Rotary Engine and incredible design that Mazda came up with. Winning the most prestigious title in automotive history solidified Mazda as the JDM king and also proved that the JDM cars were a real threat to European and Western car markets. This was huge. This was bigger than huge. This proved that Japanese cars were not these oddly shaped economy cars that people bought when they couldn't afford a real car. The RX-7 was a real car. It was a real sports car. It was a winner chicken dinner of the 1991 24 Hours at Le Mans. In 2002, Mazda killed the RX-7. But that was not the end of the rotary engine. The RX-8 carried on proudly the Wankel Rotary Engine in its trunk, hood, whatever. The RX-8 just wasn't as special as the RX-7 though. The RX-7 will remain an icon of the JDM and the Wankel Rotary Engine. In fact, it is so special that according to Kelley Blue Book, the 1981 RX-7 retained 93.4% of its value. That's a 37-year-old car that retained 93.4% of its original value. If that isn't impressive, you need to lower your standards of what impresses you, because we're talking about a depreciating asset here that retained 93% of its value. So what are my thoughts on the RX-7? Well, I love the timeless design. It was an oddball that beat the odds. It was an underdog of the sports car market that came out on top. It set the stage for Japanese motorsport success. It's an icon of good design, innovative engineering, and incredible attention to detail. The world needed a car like this to rival the piston engine. It showed that with outside-the-box thinking, anything was possible. Though the piston engine did eventually win the war of the internal combustion engines, the Wankel Rotary Engine and Mazda engineers did give it a run for its money. I doubt that we'll ever see the return of the rotary engine in the future as we become more concerned about emissions and the harm that gasoline engines pose to the environment. But it was a hell of a ride while it lasted. Guys, I'd like to know what you think. Do you think the RX-7 deserves to be in the books as one of the great sports cars? Is it the best sports car to come out of Japan? Do you think it deserves more praise than the Nissan Skyline GTR? Oh, and did I mention that the RX-7 won the 24 Hours at Le Mans in 1991? I don't remember the GTR winning one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something. If you like this video, hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel. It would help me out a lot. I hope you guys have a fantastic week and I'll see you next time. And remember to stay awesome.